Do you remember that period of time where I was obsessed with Michael Jackson? I was thinking about that today. I was into Michael Jackson. I was so obsessed with him. And that's like gone away. Or not gone away, but I kind of lucked out of that. Anyway, hi. Welcome back, guys. Excited to be here. Excited to catch up. Life's pretty good as it was. I filmed the video I posted like 2 days ago. So, like, in 48 hours, nothing's kind of gone to shit. So, I think we're on the up and up. Something funny happened to me this morning, though. I was walking to work, and there was like construction going on near the crosswalk I usually cross to get to, well, the next street. And so I stopped before I got up to the crosswalk, and the guy's like, "Oh, do you need to cross the street?" And I'm like, "Unfortunately, yes." And he was like, "Don't worry about it. I'll just wait for my partner." Points to his partner that's like right next to me. I just missed him, and he was like, "He'll tell you when to go." And I was like, "Great." So I'm just standing there, and yeah, I look chic as fuck. Yeah, I'm aware of that. I'm a pretty girl, and so I'm standing there between these two guys, and the one construction guy that's right by the street, he goes, "So and so." And they're like talking to each other, so I zone them out. But then I hear him go, "Tell her or get her number for me. Get her number." And I was like, "Oh, is something going on? Is everything okay? Is something going on?" He's like, get her number and give it to me." And I was like, "Oh, what's going on?" And he goes, "My friend thinks you're beautiful. Can I have your number for him?" And I was like, "Oh, no. Oh, wait, no." Smooth. One of the smoothest interactions I've had in a while. So very smooth. Applause. Pause for applause for that. Absolutely, but that's a no. That's a hell no. But I really respect it. Otherwise, I went to work. We have a visually impaired program through our the organization I work for, which is awesome. And so they have guide dogs that come through the building, and our building's huge and it's a maze. And so, of course, if you need to take your dog outside, you must run. There's no walking. It's hard to get out of the building. It takes forever. Then you have to go back through security again. It's a whole hoopla. Anyway, a woman today had her guide dog. Did I say guard dog? I kept saying that today. When I called, I'm going to get to the story in a second, but when I had to call people to come up and help clean something, I was like, "Yeah, a guard dog." And they were like, "Why do we have, who has a guard dog in this building?" And I was like, "Right, right." But a lady, her guide dog, shit, pissed, pooped all over our floor. And so I called our facilities team and I was like, "Hey, we need someone to come like clean." And they're like, "What happened?" And I was like, "Well, a dog like shit everywhere." And they were like, "Who's a dog?" And I was like, "Kind of notoriously, we have guide dogs that come through this building." Like, it's insane sometimes when you're like making calls at work or talking to people and you're like, "Why don't you know anything that happens in this building?" Like, notoriously, there's dogs here all the time. What? And then they, of course, took an hour to come. And so I'm just like, everything smells like shit in this hallway. What's going on? So that happened today. Also, obviously, in New York is falling apart. We've had heat waves, we have parasites across America, but then we also have toxic air. So, safe to say, I haven't run in a minute. I haven't ran outside in a while. And I feel my body changing already. I know that seems crazy, but I feel the change now if I haven't run. I feel different. But yeah, I also am wondering with this parasite that's going on in America, since the first confirmed cases were popping up in late May, that was the same time I had my shitstorm when I had my, what we thought was maybe a salmon allergy. I remember when I talked about that in an episode, in a video, where I was like, I was bedridden for 4 days. And anytime I like, anytime I thought gas was going to pass through my behind in like a normal regular way, it was always just like diarrhea. And I was like, "What's going on with me? I feel sick. I couldn't keep any food down." This is so TMI, but I'm just being transparent. And like that, I wonder if it was that parasite, because it was after I had salmon, yes, but a salmon salad from Kava, which I haven't been back to since, which is saying a lot because I love kava. But it makes me wonder because, I mean, lettuce, right? Anyway, just because of that, I haven't been buying any fresh produce. I've been buying frozen, which is a good like alternative. But I also like just purchased burgers. I just bought a burger. because I'm trying to be safe. I'm trying to be safe, so I just bought burgers and fries from Trader Joe's. Weekend, I am going on a bender, an intentional bender, which I would argue is actually sometimes more fun than a spontaneous bender. Because if you're I'm a spontaneous person for sure, and I'm a very flexible person when it comes to plans and things. I'll change things up in a second. But there's also a part of me that is a little anxious, not in like the spur, because I hate spur of the moment things, but more so just like the safety of being a woman. So if someone's like, oh, we met these guys, let's go here, I'm like, well, we don't know these men. Well, we don't know these men, so why would we go with them? And so there's part, I can be 10 drinks in, I could be reaching like alcohol poison levels of drinking, and I'll still be like, well, do we know these men? Do we know these girls we just met? Why would we like go with them, right? So that kind of like ruins the spontaneity for other folks. I think I'm saving lives kind of notoriously, but people can think what they want. So an intentional bender for me is actually the most fun because I know where we're going, who we're going to be with, how much we can drink, which is the fun part. But again, to add, I know all the people we're going to encounter, we're going to meet up with, and then that then makes a large group of people where I'm like, we don't have to step outside this group necessarily and meet random people and hope that they're not crazy. We can just stay with the people that we know and that we hang out with all the time and that we know are safe, and that's fun. So I'm really excited. My kickball, I have kickball again this weekend. It went well. There's myself, my friend, and then two other girls on the team, which thank God because I need the girl rep. And the rest are guys. They're all nice guys, no beef. They're all very nice, encouraging during the game. There was one guy, I hate when men mansplain things to me like it's kickball. We've played it all our lives. Granted, do I still understand it? No, but I don't need you to explain it to me. And I did. There was a guy like that, and that does irritate me a bit. I find it overbearing and annoying. And then he was like, why does no one know how to play baseball? It's basically baseball. And I'm like, well, notoriously, not everyone watches baseball. I get it if it was like soccer or something that's played in every crevice of the world. Then I'd go, okay, I understand. But even then, I'd say soccer isn't even a huge sport in the US. So actually, that still doesn't matter. Like, not everyone knows everything. Shut up. Like, that did actually piss me off. But otherwise, the group's fun and good. So it's like we play kickball. We win or don't win, and then we go to a bar and play flip cup. I am ace at flip cup, notoriously, so I had a blast. But the kickball part was giving me anxiety because of this guy hovering over me like a freak. But otherwise, everyone else on the team is good. My only thing with I'm having fun, and we have our next game on Sunday. My only thing is, though, I am kind of notoriously a girl's girl, but not in the corny way people use it. So I'm not even going to say girl's girl. I am notoriously a gal pal. My point is I am friends with women. Women encompass pretty much all of my friends, right? I have like maybe two or three guy friends and they're always gay. And even then, like I just don't have many of them. Like I am a woman that is friends with women. I just gravitate towards women. I think women are the best. I love women. Like I could only reach higher heights of loving women if I was a lesbian. Like that's why lesbians are kind of the ultimate woman to me. I love women. I think they're awesome and I want to be in community with them and I want to love them and I want to be friends with them. And so for me, I've always struggled in environments with a lot of men. And I never knew when I was younger, and because I didn't date a lot when I was like in high school and college, I like didn't date. So like then I was like, maybe it's because I didn't have many male friends that were straight. And then also I like didn't know them in any kind of romantic way either. So they were just kind of this foreign concept. And I kind of just assumed it was that. And sure, that was probably a piece of it. But as I've aged and like have gotten more male friends that are straight, I'm now like, I don't think it's that actually. I think I can be friends with men, but I find men I just don't think I connect with them in the way that I connect with women or in a way that I prefer to connect with people. In the similar experience of womanhood, there's something in that. Even with a woman that's so completely different than me in personality, I think there's just more of a connection there than there is with a guy that's very similar to me in personality, if that makes sense. And maybe I'm just biased, but I just yeah. And so all that to say, on the team, I think I am having fun. I had fun, but I'm always like I don't know. Like they'll talk to me and I'm just like, yeah. And then the girls talk to me, I'm like, ah, you're awesome. But like kind of immediately. So I don't know. And then I've always danced. I've always like been a part of things that are female dominated. So I think I just have a reverence for women in a way because I just all of my favorite things that I love the most, even music, right? All of my favorite artists are women except for Justin Bieber, which like might as well be a woman. It seems fun. It's just an adjustment to be in such a male, predominantly male environment. And I know that may sound naive, but I didn't expect it to be as many guys as there were. I kind of expected it, like the flag football and some of the other stuff, to have more guys. So like for this to be so many men is kind of like, ugh. Here's what I wrote on my list: sodium baddie. I don't know what that means. Oh, the Odyssey. Oh my gosh. So the Odyssey is coming out, which I'm so stoked for, the new Christopher Nolan, or it's out. And me and three of my friends are trying to get tickets to go. And why? And we want to see it in IMAX, obviously. We want to see it at Lincoln Center, obviously. It's the largest IMAX in the world. And of course, every showing is sold out, even the 2 a.m. showings. And I hate, okay, so with this friend group that I'm seeing this film with, I am the coordinator and I love that role. I love being in control in that way. So people send me their availability and I am on it. Okay. And after I realized, okay, you all sending me the same day, it's just not going to work because every showing is sold out. I need you to send me more days. The reluctance to send me more days, or the not even the reluctance because they're wanting to hang out, but more so the confusion on why they need to send more days is making me go nuts, bananas. I'm like, guys, this is Christopher Nolan. This is all the reviews are saying this is his best film. And it has every actor in Hollywood in it. And we're in New York City where every actor ever lives. Everyone is seeing this film right now. Every ticket is sold out on the day we want to go. You have to, you must, you're required to send me another day. The confusion is so confusing to me. They're like, wait, so Friday doesn't work? Well, no. It's a Friday night. Everyone's going, it's not even just because of all those factors I just listed. Everyone's off on a Friday night. Hell, my dad, who probably hasn't stepped foot in a movie theater in 10 years, is probably at the Christopher Nolan film, The Odyssey, premiering July 15th. Like, everyone's out. Of course it's sold out. It's so, like, I hate that when I'm coordinating with people because you're making my job right now that I get paid for, that I get benefits from, the job of coordinating my friends, you're making it harder for me. Otherwise, yeah, life is good. I went out with Jason the other night. We got dinner. And it was so funny. We got ice cream after at Anita's Gelato. And we both were told the guy he can't hear us at all in the ice cream shop. We're like, we want our flavors, whatever. And half of it, like the flavor I got so bad, the flavor he got so bad. It was just so funny because Anita's so expensive. Anita's Gelato. So it's or not so expensive, but it's $20 for two small cups of ice cream. And we're both like, this shit's ass, and threw it out, which I think is so giggly. Ugh. My fries are done. But yeah, my fries are done. Anyway, life's good. Loving life. I'll be back with a review of The Odyssey. Hopefully, I get to see it next week. I'll also be back with a post kickball review. Oh, I didn't say this, and this is incredibly important. We have our Love Island winners, Trinity and Bryce. Hey! Hey! Love Island winners. They were my winners. I voted for them. They're the best. Love Trinity. I want to be your best friend. They were also our clear winners. I don't know who else you were going to vote for. Those are our winners. And yeah, I think it was a great season. Season 6 is always the best season of Love Island USA, but that's a good second or third behind maybe season 5. It was a good season. I enjoyed it. Yeah. It's always weird adjusting to life after you've watched a season of Love Island because you build your life around Love Island and then it just kind of ends. And I never it still always takes me a week to be like, okay, the show's done. Okay, for the year. Cool. Oh, so it's done. Okay. It always takes a minute, but yeah, until next year or until the reunion, which I usually watch but don't care that much. But yeah, thanks all for watching today. I'm gonna go make my burger. I'm hungry, but yeah, I'll see you all on the next one. Bye.